If you've been watching me through the years, then you probably know Mario Kart is one of my favorite game series of all time. Heck, we used to even host Mario Kart tournaments every single Friday and do a bunch of giveaways. So when Mario Kart World was announced for the Nintendo Switch 2, you would automatically assume I would be playing this game all the time. Sadly, that is not the case. And today in this video, I want to explain why me and many others have completely stopped playing Mario Kart World. Hey guys, VimBaron20 back again, and today we're talking about Mario Kart World and why me and many others have completely stopped playing the entire game in general. Like, it's been months since I picked this game up. One of the big reasons, just to give Mario Kart a little bit of credit, a lot of the reasons why people stopped playing it was because Donkey Kong Bonanza was just such a great game, and people kind of just transitioned to that game and just completely stopped playing Mario Kart World altogether. I'm guilty of that. I played the crap out of Donkey Kong Bonanza, but I tried getting back into Mario Kart World, and it just really just falls flat compared to other Mario Kart games. And it's hard to explain, but I have a list here, and I want to go through it and tell you guys why Mario Kart World is losing interest, and it's losing interest fast, myself included, and it's really, really sad. One of the biggest reasons for me why this game struggles is the amount of racers. You went from 12 racers to 24, so Nintendo has completely doubled the racers on the track. Now, on paper, this sounds like a great idea. When they first showed us a trailer of this and we were counting the number of starters on the finish line there, people were looking at the markers and like, wow, there's actually 12 spots for racers to line up. And people were like ecstatic because people figured it out by looking at the trailer. And on paper, you're like, double the amount of racers, double the fun. This is going to be awesome. And that's what I thought until I started playing the game and I started to realize this is too much. And the reason why it doesn't work is the item distribution is completely jacked up. Now when you're in 10th and 12th place, usually those are lower down on the bracket. Usually when you had 12 racers and you're in 10th and 12th place, you're getting like bullet bills. Well, now you would think 10 and 12th place, well, that's kind of middle of the pack, so you shouldn't be getting like strong items, but you'll still get strong items. Like, it's crazy. So everyone's got boosting items now. Everyone's got golden mushrooms. Everyone's got star. It's insane. It's crazy. And if you're in first place, good luck. I mean, you got so much stuff coming after you now. It almost feels like there's a lot of luck involved with the game now instead of skill, which is, to be fair, Mario Kart, that's a lot of Mario Kart. No matter how good you are, there's a lot of luck involved in the game because of the items. But with Mario Kart World, man, I just feels like it takes that to like a whole new level. And I just do not like that. I like to play for skill. And unfortunately, there's just way too many racers. And the fact that there's too many racers, Nintendo had that in mind and they made their tracks wider. And with wider tracks come lifeless tracks. I mean, these wider tracks to me are boring. I hate to say it. When you think the open world aspect of the game was going to be awesome, which I did initially, I was like, wow, I get to drive around this big open world with my friends online, do missions. This is going to be great. And it's kind of boring. I cannot explain it, but it just feels lifeless and boring. And I don't know what Nintendo can do to bring the spark back to Mario Kart, but Mario Kart World has been kind of a disappointment for me. I'm just being completely honest. Haven't really talked about this much. I'm sure you've noticed I haven't really been playing Mario Kart World at all on the channel lately, and there's a reason why. It's just I haven't really been having fun with it. When I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza and I was just smiling ear to ear and I was just having so much fun with that game, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be having a lot of fun. When I'm playing Mario Kart World, I wasn't having that joy. I cannot explain it. And a lot of it has to do with, since there's an open world, you now have these intermission / transition tracks that nobody want to play on because they're not your traditional 3-lap tracks. So they're boring. They're kind of short. They're just there to connect the other tracks together because, like I said, this is an open world technically. And it just kind of doesn't work, to the point to where there was a big backlash at Nintendo because they were forcing us to use these tracks online, and nobody wants to use these tracks online because you can't utilize shortcuts and stuff as more, like you normally could with the other Mario Kart games. A lot of people like to study the 3-lap tracks, master the shortcuts and stuff like that. And the intermission / transition tracks, they're not as good, and everyone hates them, and myself included. They just doesn't feel like a Mario Kart game. And they have the wall grinding and the wall riding and the rail grinding. Now it almost feels like you're playing a Tony Hawk game. It's weird to say, but you really, to actually compete in this game, if you actually want to be a top elite player, you will have to master the wall riding and the rail grinding in this game. It's a completely new aspect to the game that I honestly I'm not a fan of. I thought I would like it at first, but I'm just not really. It doesn't feel like Mario Kart when you're doing that. It's just so unrealistic. And I know it's Mario Kart. There's Nintendo characters on the carts. This isn't supposed to be like a realistic type game, but it's just I don't know. It's hard. It's weird. I'm not a big fan of the grinding and the wall riding. I'm just not a fan of it. And unfortunately, that's probably going to be the staple of this of the new Mario Kart games going forward. Like the Mario Kart Wii with the tricks when you did the jump and you did the tricks in the air, that rolled over to all the other games. And I would imagine the wall riding and the rail grinding, the whole Tony Hawk Mario Kart, is going to continue with the other Mario Kart games. And leave a comment below, guys. Is this a hot take? Do you guys like the grinding and stuff that you can do in this game? I know it completely changes the game, and maybe that's my fault. Maybe I'm just one of those guys, an old dog that doesn't want to learn new tricks type of deal, because I don't know. I just like I just wanted a more traditional Mario Kart game. And I'm all about trying to relearn mechanics and stuff, but like when you give me this big open lifeless tracks that are too wide and there's 24 racers, there's a lot going wrong in this game for me that I don't think there's any patch or update Nintendo can do to actually fix it to make me like it more. I know they've already released a couple updates in this game. For people that are playing online, they now can choose more options because I think they were forcing people to race on the transition tracks and the intermission tracks, and nobody likes those, and they were forcing them on people, and supposedly that's better now. So leave a comment below and let me know, did they fix that? And guys, in general, what are your complaints with Mario Kart World? Am I out of line here? Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you think I'm an idiot and you're like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about? This game's perfect. Nintendo definitely should have charged us $80 for this game because I don't see it. At first I was like, you know what? Maybe they did put a lot of work into this game and $80 is justified, but nah, I don't think it is. I think it's overpriced and I haven't really been playing it at all. Matter of fact, I'm starting to replay Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Switch 2. Just because I love those games and I bought it, so why not play it and have fun? Because a little side note, Mario Galaxy 1, I was going through a really rough time in my life. I'm not going to get into it, but like I couldn't really enjoy the game way back then when that was going on. So like now I can kind of like replay the game and enjoy it. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I don't know. I just Mario Kart World, yeah. I'm done rambling. I just wanted to tell you guys. Haven't been playing it, and that's why. And a lot of other people are not playing it either. Are you still playing? Leave a comment below. It's going to be a while since I pick it back up. I will, though. Like I said, I paid $80 for this game, so I do plan on getting my money's worth out of it. I've done all the offline stuff, the single-player stuff. I've got all gold medals and gold trophies and stuff to where I feel like I've completed the game. All that's left to do for me is just to play online and have fun. And every time I try to do it, just doesn't really seem like I'm having all too much fun. But anyways, guys, pretty much all for right now, guys. And as always, there'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again.